the City.
What's up, St. Louis City fans? Welcome back to another episode of Soul of the City presented by First Touch Media. I'm joined by Milo and Jonah. We're going to be breaking down the game coming this Saturday. We are playing in Toronto at 6:30 in BMO Field.
Oh, Canada.
You guys think Drake will be at the game?
Probably not. They suck.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yeah, they are. They're the only team worse than them in the East is Inter Miami.
And somehow they get the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got,
Somehow.
you know, Drake won't be there, but the Bradley boys will be there. The
Good
bald-headed Bradley boys will be there.
Well, not Bob Bradley. He got fired.
Dang, talk about alliteration. Bob Bradley and the bald-headed boys.
Yeah, Bob Bradley got
That just
fired.
happened?
Yeah, like either
Oh.
last game or
Whoa.
yeah. They yeah, they were too bad and they fired him.
I mean,
I
simple
wonder,
as
if they're
that.
gonna, I wonder if they're going to cut his son as well.
I mean, honestly, that's a good question. I feel like he's a legend in the MLS and the US soccer scene, you know? But
Yeah.
also
He's getting old, though.
he is
How
pretty
old
ancient.
is
He
he?
must
Yeah.
be at least like 38.
Nepotism can only get you so far.
Yeah, just ask Gio Reyna.
Oh, man.
How old is Bob? No, not Bob Bradley. He's 65, if you wanted to know.
Yeah.
Michael Bradley,
I'm guessing 38.
You guys remember that goal that he scored?
35.
Dang, he's younger than Luka Modric. I feel like he's been kicking for, I don't even know, I don't even know.
Michael Bradley?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like the very first U.S. men's national team soccer game that I watched, he was playing.
Oh, he
Yeah.
was, for sure. I mean, yeah.
He had that banger versus Mexico.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's about all I
he's
remember.
been a legend,
Yeah.
especially in the U.S. I mean, we've never been good, so it's hard to say legend straight face, but, you know, you work with what you got.
Back
Jesus
to-
Ferreira,
Legend, I
U.S.
guess.
soccer legend.
Pirate of the Caribbean.
Arg.
Can we talk about how bad Toronto is?
Yeah,
They just
They just
they
suck. Yeah.
they have two of the 5 highest paid players in the entire MLS.
Insigne.
Insigne and
Bernadeschi.
Bernadeschi.
Yeah.
He's
How much is
on over-
Bernadeschi's wages?
Uh,
Is Insigne, I know, is $7.5 million.
Yeah, and the only player paid more than him is Shaqiri, but then Bernadeschi's number 4 with $6.3 million per year. And we're not going to be facing Bernadeschi because he got a red card last game versus Orlando. But Insigne wasn't on the roster for last game either, and I don't think it was an injury. I think it was like locker room beef or like drama going
Yeah,
on.
he's probably mad because he was cutting it up at Napoli and then came here, and now he's dog water.
I think the coach didn't like him because he like just wasn't trying.
Yep.
Like that's what I heard. Like he had like the ego of, you know, a Champions League player because he was a Champions League player, and now he's playing in the MLS for a huge payday. And like,
What, you want me to work hard? You
This
kidding me,
isn't
right?
Juve.
Last time I checked, that happened with Shaqiri as well, though he's been doing better. For a while, they're having a lot of struggles with getting
Yeah.
him to apply himself,
I
similar to my parents when I was a child. But
Maybe-
I wasn't getting paid $7 million a year.
Maybe give Bernadeschi some Adderall and see what happens.
maybe he just has ADHD.
His
Yeah.
mouth would be really, really dry.
But he'd be locked in.
Yeah, maybe that's all they need. Who knows?
Water break.
Dude, I don't know. They need something. They have the highest payroll in all of the MLS with $25.7 million. And just in comparison, St. Louis is at just under $11 million.
And it's crazy that we're first in the West. And, you know, it's something like there was just a press conference with Lutz, I believe, and he was like, yeah, you know, don't expect any big name signings in this upcoming July transfer window.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I guess, you know, when you look at Toronto, big name players aren't, I don't know, they don't really help
You
that
know,
much,
we're not out
you know?
here.
Yeah.
We're not
So
out here
I'm
chanting.
with Lutz on this.
Yeah.
I feel like Even some members of our own pod are like, why are we not signing somebody?
Okay, there's a difference between a big name signing and just any signing.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're not
Yeah.
going to make any signing. And in fact, there has been talks today of what's the guy's name that
Nokvi Thorensen.
Nokvi Thorensen.
Yeah, it says he's in the second tier Belgian league, is what that says here. Yeah.
Interesting. I saw in 2022 he was the top scorer in Iceland, which is
He's a Danish player.
That all changed when
No, he's not.
Fireland
He's an
attacked.
Icelandic player. My bad. 17 goals in 21-22 season. So
it's pretty good.
yeah, I don't really know how good the Icelandic league is, but
Yeah, true.
yeah,
I mean, you don't really see teams from there in Europa or Champions League very often, I guess. They probably have a qualifier
Like
tournament
one.
to get in. Yeah.
he's 23 years old, plays left wing.
Looks like he plays center forward and right wing as well, which
Yeah,
I think Carnell really likes a player that's like, multi-role utility player, as
Like
Riley describes himself.
Riley,
Maybe he's the next signing after Nakvi.
our next signing, Riley Sport Leader.
oh man,
Multi-role utility player.
God save St. Louis.
God.
All right.
God save the Queen.
Is Toronto good at anything? I don't think they are.
They've
Like,
scored,
they-
18 goals so far this season? And their XG was 21. How many goals have we scored this season?
A lot more than that.
Yeah, I figured as much.
We've scored 39 goals.
Dude, Insigne only has 3 goals. Bernadeschi only has 3 goals.
We've
DeAndre
scored,
Kerr has 3 goals.
we scored more than twice as many as them.
Dude, it's weird because, not that long ago, I have vivid memories of Insigne just, chopping up Liverpool's defense in the Champions League. I mean, we faced them,
He was good
3
for
years
Napoli.
in a row.
He was so good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bernadeschi, good for Juve. It makes you wonder why. Why are they going to Toronto?
Payday.
Yeah, I think it was the
Payday.
payday and
You
you're
want
going to be the best
payday?
player. You're going to be the best
Yeah.
player in the team and
Yeah.
maybe the league. I think that's what.
Wrong.
Yeah, seriously.
Need some Adderall.
I'm taking Klaus over either of them. You feel me?
Ooh. Maybe with when you factor in mentality and mindset and just being a team player, maybe.
Yeah, WhoScored.com has their 2 strengths as creating long shot opportunities and stealing the ball from the opposition. So
2 things that
They are ranked in the bottom half of every single category except for accurate passes per match. And
so do they like to-
XG conceded, they're 8th in that.
nice.
so that seems like bottom half.
Working their
probably.
way to the
They're
top.
So yeah, they're pretty much terrible.
I mean-
What's their possession like?
Yeah, I think they do play a lot of possession.
Which
They're
is
14th.
good for
They're
us.
top half in that.
Yeah.
Great.
So
Drooling, foaming at the mouth, wanting
They-
that.
they concede 1.4 per game. And they average 0.8 per game. So
I wonder how long on average it takes them to get scored on. Hopefully in the first half.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm kind of overlooking this team. I feel like anything other than 3 points, even away from home, is.
Do they play on turf?
As long as Aziel Jackson's playing, we're gonna stomp them.
You think he'll get another start?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I sure hope so.
I would agree.
The kid gets better every time.
Is Stroud playing the left on that diamond midfield?
You don't want to ask me about Stroud.
Man, when we were watching the game,
Do
this past
nothing,
Saturday,
merchant.
Stroud, he scored the goal in the 10th minute, and then from that touch, every other touch that he had in the game, I'm pretty sure was either a misplaced ball, a bad settle. He
was
had
getting
a
in
shot.
the way of everybody else.
He got in the way. He had a shot that went out of bounds on the touch line. It didn't even go across the goal line.
I thought it went across the goal line and then it was a throw and then I was like, wait, who hit that? And then Jonah was like, it was Stroud, and I was like, makes sense.
He did get his goal though, so you can't hate.
all three of us would have scored that goal.
I don't think so. I think the XG on it was really low. Like, it was like,
Bro, he tried to not score that.
No, the XG was really low. Like the post shot model XG was really low because he placed it right at the goalie's foot and
centimeters
he still didn't
from
save it.
from his foot. But
man.
we're not here to talk shit. We apologize, Jared. Scary Jerry.
Scary Joey.
I'm scared.
You know what I realized is like going to the game and sitting there and like being in the hallway when they're interviewing the players. You just reminded how human everybody is, so it's easy to sit up here and talk shit. But
yeah,
I guess so. He's getting paid a lot of money to do that. So
he scored a goal.
I'm pretty sure Stroud. I'm pretty sure Stroud's on the league minimum actually.
Yeah.
Deserved.
Good.
Just kidding.
What's
just
MLS?
kidding.
What's MLS league minimum?
I'm pretty sure it's like $84K a year, which don't get me wrong, I would take to play for St. Louis City for sure.
Yeah.
Damn.
And listen,
you really think that they're like balling?
Jared Stroud would probably chop me up, but I'm not a professional soccer
Yeah,
player.
he definitely
That's
would.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad I don't play defense.
Oh man,
How you gonna chop me up if I just don't come back on defense?
you can be chopped off the team.
I ain't even making the team.
MLS is senior minimum salary $84,000.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Stroud's on that.
All players in slots 21-24 must be paid a base salary that is at least the senior minimum salary. Damn. And I was worried about my future.
Yeah, what happens when
when you're done with soccer.
Yeah. And he's starting though. That's messed up. If I was starting that many games and they still had me on a league minimum,
I hope they flip him for more.
a different team. Correct.
Well, I just hope he gets paid. I hope he gets the bag and moves on
Jared
with his
Stroud
life.
seems like he's from Canada, but he's not.
Where I don't know where he's from.
He came to us from Austin FC, but I don't know what that means. I don't know where he was born, where his hometown is.
Let's get his.
He seems like an Ohio boy, if I had to guess.
just based on his looks.
Yeah.
He's from Chester, New Jersey.
Ooh,
That boy
interesting.
looked like his
Yeah.
name Chester.
Or Jared.
Yeah. Okay.
In other news,
Do we got anything else going on with the team? I feel like
Leuven was back in training. I don't think he's expected to play this Saturday, but
Nice.
he was scrimmaging with the team. So
In other news, the team decided that Tim Parker's probably the best at grilling.
what?
what?
You didn't see that?
No.
That's
was
why.
it?
That's like why I know he was in training, because there was like one of those things where it's like,
Oh,
who's the
their
most
Instagram.
likely, who's the least trustworthy to use fireworks, and like
Who was
half
it?
of them said Celio. And there were some Tim Parker shots in that one as well, but the other one was who's the best griller, and it seemed pretty unanimous that Tim Parker
P.
just goes dumb on the grill.
He probably is the most experienced griller due to his age.
He looks like a red-blooded American with that
True.
trim.
Yeah, I bet his 4th of July party was
Insane.
popping. Yeah. No sparklers for Tim Parker.
No invite for Mick Massa.
Tim Sparkler.
Oh man, this pod's all over today. What else we got going on? What do you guys want to see out of the lineup? Like if Leuven's not there, is it the exact same thing we kicked out versus Colorado?
I did. So Vasilev was playing right wing, right? He was like on the right side of the field, basically exclusively. I mean, he obviously tracked up and down.
He was more like in the middle.
Was he?
Yeah.
Because I thought it looked like Stroud was on the left and Vasilev was on the right, and I really liked.
Well, middle, like yes,
yeah,
you're
they
right.
both
You're
came.
right.
They both sunk in.
Yeah.
You know, when the ball was there, but like Vasilev was always to the right of
Yes.
the other midfielders.
in the diamond midfield.
Yeah.
He was on the right.
So I really liked Vasilev there. I think that looked better than him just being like center of the park with Blom. Like he looked more free to like express himself in the midfield with the ball. So I'd like to see him there. I think Stroud like did as much as he could to lose his starting spot.
I just don't think that's his spot. Like that's too much of an 8 role for Stroud to play. He's more of a winger.
Yeah.
Like in the 4-2-3-1. That's
So,
where he fits. But
I mean,
yeah.
we don't really. I mean, really, the only other option that could play there is Miggy, right?
Yeah.
Or you move Aziel Jackson back, and then you put like Ostrak up
Celio.
at the 10, or Celio, I guess, at the 10, maybe.
I would
I just
rather
liked
see
AZ.
Celio or Ulm.
I liked AZ
Stroud.
so much
I
at the
did
10.
like Aziel Jackson
Yeah.
a lot right there.
I thought Celio had a good little cameo at the end of that game.
Yeah.
And Stroud is, I mean, that goal does not redeem anything in my eyes.
Yeah. No, I think that goal was a fluke, honestly, based on the rest of his performance.
Adeniran looked good though.
Yeah.
I think he starts again.
I think
you
him
got to
and
play both
and
strikers,
Gio,
right?
yeah.
him and
Yeah.
Gio got to stay up there for
Yeah.
sure.
Gio's going to have a little redemption match because I think he was. I don't know if I would say unlucky to not score in that
He
game, but
just had an off game.
yeah.
He was putting all his shots straight in the ground.
Yeah.
He had a couple chances where it was basically just him and the goalie, or like the goalie and one defender that he probably would like to get back, because I would say he's scoring at least 50% of the time.
Yeah.
And he just didn't score any. So
I guess we'll score a bike this game, huh?
I saw in the St. Louis City app, they had like the voting for goal of the month, and it was Gio's like nasty bike flick goal, Adeniran's header, Gio's header, and then like the goal where Bartlett headed it back across and Ostrak like tapped it in at the back post.
Okay.
How are those even in consideration with Gio's back flick goal?
Yeah.
I think
they just had to
Stroud's
find
goal
other
last
goals.
game should have been in there.
Oh yeah. No boy.
Oh God.
Oh God.
I like I just like Sam Adeniran. I
do
feel like
too.
he puts in a lot of work that's not just like, oh, I'm a striker, I'm gonna score. Like obviously you want him to get the goals, but
Dude, how tall is that man?
6'4".
And
Yeah.
he plays like a winger. Like
Yeah,
he's
he's
fast
fast.
like a winger.
He is fast. And honestly, like
I was blown
when
away.
he first, like when Klaus was still healthy at the start of the season and Adeniran would come in for like 5 or 10 minutes, and you remember those first few games, he kind of was getting into some good positions, but he just couldn't finish.
6'5". 6'5". Oh, I thought I was gonna have his weight.
But you remember, like, he was getting into these good positions, and he just couldn't finish at the start of the season. And everyone was kind of like, bro, Adeniran, what are you doing? You got to score those. Like,
I gave him like 20 minutes. I feel like he barely
agree.
was in.
I agree.
So,
And I think that having the whole game, like, giving him the confidence of a start, first of all, when Gio is red-hot form, like, I don't know. I think that confidence is what he needed to, like, start finishing and start providing assists and, like, just getting that final ball in the box, like, getting it right.
Plus, it's always a really good sign. Like, I get it. You're not always going to score the goal, but it's a really good sign when your striker's getting into the right positions.
Yeah.
That's half the battle.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
I mean,
That's how you can smell it.
all they practice, you know, in training is the final touch, you know. So if they're not getting those pulled off in the game, it's like, okay, well, you know, hopefully that'll start picking up after a while. But getting into the positions is something that's like they just have that natural instinct, and they just kind of have to like know where to be and like read the play, and that's not really something you can really necessarily coach.
Right.
So you love to see it from the big man.
I would say the same about Darwin Núñez. Checkmate. You think Darwin Núñez is going to be good.
I think he's going to be good, but I
Yeah, I
also
don't-
think he relies a lot on his physicality and his like pace.
He came from Benfica to the Big Reds.
Is this a Liverpool podcast? I forget.
Sorry.
Um,
I was just, these are things that I say when I talk
Real
about-
Madrid stole Jude Bellingham from Liverpool. Take that, loser.
Liverpool too small of a club for Jude. Take that.
Hey, man.
This guy's a Chelsea fan.
We're coming for the league next year.
God damn it.
All right. Score predictions for the game on Saturday. What do you guys have? And who's scoring? You got to get specific.
So we are away from home, That always plays a factor in the MLS, we've learned. But I still think we're going to win 2-0. I don't think Toronto's got it in them, especially if Insigne doesn't play. And for my goal scorers, I think Gio's going to get one, and I think Aziel Jackson's going to get one.
Okay.
And Adeniran will have both assists.
I think Aziel Jackson will have 2 assists. Gio's going to have a brace, and Adeniran's going to have 1 goal. I don't know who Aziel Jackson's going to get those assists to, but
so what's the score?
3-0.
3-0?
Yeah. I like that. I'm also going 3-0. I think Gio gets a brace, and then Vasilev bangs a free kick.
80th minute.
Nope, I think he's due. Probably like the 40th minute. Yeah.
And then Ostrak comes on and gets 3.
Then Ostrak stays on the bench and works on his touch for a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
You and Ostrak are going to move to Czech Republic and farm potatoes together.
Dude, I think he's making like $800,000.
Yes.
He's like our
third most.
third or fourth highest paid player, which is crazy because he's lost his spot to Aziel Jackson, who I think is on like the young player minimum. So he's making even less than $80,000.
Ooh, he has his 3-year contract. According to this. So per year it's like $700,000.
Yeah, that's what I read.
Damn. Good for you, Tomasz.
Biggest finesse of the century.
Hey, man, he's got a few more years. He'll grow into it.
Yeah, Aziel Jackson's making 85. How do you guys want our defense to line up in this game?
That's been switching around a lot.
This is a bad team. This could be a perfect chance to try the 5 in the back.
But why? Why try 5 in the back? That's more conservative.
I don't think Nielsen's back
No,
yet.
but not like a conservative 5 in the back.
Oh,
Pep
a
style 5
3
in the back. Yeah, 3 in the back with Johnny Nelson on the left.
Would you have Jake Nowitzki or Akil Watts playing
Akil Watts.
the wing back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Akil Watts and Johnny Nelson in the back, right and left, and then, Yarrow, Bartlett, Parker.
No Heeb?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, Heeb. I apologize. Go ahead, get Bartlett out of there. Yeah, Hebert, Parker, Yarrow. Yarrow in the middle.
That was, honestly, that's, I think, what surprised me the most when we switched to the 5 in the back. Like, Stroud was playing on the right, after those first subs against, who did we even just play?
Colorado.
Yeah, against Colorado. Yarrow was playing in the middle, and Tim Parker was over on the left, and I thought that was, just super weird.
I think it's because Yarrow's immensely faster than Tim Parker. And
yeah,
he's kind of the sweeper.
That's a good point, actually.
Which
I guess.
I'd rather have him as the last person to get back because Tim Parker runs like he's running through a swimming pool.
He does. He looks like he's moving really fast, but his
It's
body's
just the hair.
moving fast. Yeah. But he doesn't
back.
catch up to anyone.
Yeah.
There's an invisible fan in front of him as he runs.
Yarrow was consistently hitting the chop right on the back line. So, I mean, it was working, but you messed that up once.
It's a dangerous
and
game.
you're the last guy back.
Yeah.
If you're like the center back and you do that, it's like I don't know.
So who would you like to have start in the defense? Are you doing
Hebert,
4 at the back?
Yeah, probably.
Boo.
I think keep Akil Watts on the right back. Play Hebert and Parker in the middle, and put Johnny Nelson back on the left side.
Pep Guardiola is never going to come coach St. Louis SC if we don't start showing him.
No, you don't need to say the if. He's never going to come coach St. Louis City.
He'll never be here.
There's always a chance he can see.
No.
What would bring Pep Guardiola to St. Louis?
He could
divine intervention.
After Pep leaves City, he's either going to go somewhere or he can make his reputation even better. So
the Saudi League.
No.
I think honestly he might go to Inter Miami. I wouldn't put that past him.
Oh, that would be crazy.
God damn it.
But also he could become probably the highest paid coach of all time. Either going to the Saudi League or probably not even having to go to the Saudi League. He'd probably stay in Europe and become the highest paid coach ever.
Just as long as he leaves the Prem, I'm fine.
I feel like he should just stay in the top league as long as he possibly can further his
I mean, it's not like he's
status.
gonna age out of it, you know.
Yeah, so he's just stay
Why
there.
leave? But he said he's gonna leave City in 25 or whenever his contract
or that's
runs
just a
out or whatever.
tactic to get $1 billion.
Hopefully they get caught up.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
I mean, he is also goated in interviews.
Also, whenever the camera pans to him on the sidelines, he's always like,
I think
he's a hand
he knows
gesture
whenever
merchant.
the camera's gonna point at him.
hand gesture merchant.
What's
I
his favorite?
prefer the sex.
Classic Pep.
Direct quote.
He looks kind of like a uncircumcised dick whenever he has his turtleneck on.
I prefer the sex.
I prefer the sex. Oh man! All right, wishing everybody a happy Wednesday.
Getting kind of
and
cheesy in
Happy
here.
4th of July.
Happy 4th of July. Hopefully,
4th of July.
hopefully, City brings home a win on Saturday. Did you guys have anything else to add?
I just want
No.
to see that 3 in the back, man. I want to see us try it again and make it happen.
I'm ready to do that when Nielsen's back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Total football. You guys ever watch Ted Lasso?
No.
I watched the first episode of the last season
That's
at your house the other day.
Oh, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
All right,
I
thanks for tapping in, guys. It looks like we're sputtering out here, so
I prefer the sex. Peace.
Thank you for watching this episode of Soul of the City, brought to you by First Touch Media and Anchor FM. Make sure to check us out on YouTube at First Touch Media, and all of our socials are at First Touch 314. Thank you for watching.